All right, guys, back out to Core Shooting Center in Baker, Florida. In this episode, we're going to take a look at the P7 Combat Optic.
Hey folks, Jim Gilliland from Shadow 6 here at Core Shooting Solutions in Baker, Florida. And so we're going to back off of our competition shooting stuff that we've been talking about so far, and I want to focus a little bit about the AR-15 market and the optics that go on those more specifically. Because of everything that's going on in the world right now and the exploding numbers of new AR owners, it's kind of one of those conversations I think that we want to get into is what things can we put on these, what optics can we use on them that's not only proven for the way that they are functioning, the way they use, but how you would use them and the things that go along with them. So for a long time, and even when I was overseas a couple of times, I was using an ACOG sight. It's an advanced combat optical gun sight made by Trijicon. It's a fixed 4-power with a reticle in it. And it had a lot of good uses, and a lot of guys really, really like them because it gives them a magnified advantage over, iron sights or a red dot. But it does have some drawbacks. Anytime you have one thing, you try to take something away from it, and that is to where it's not quite as quick. You can still throw up and shoot fast targets because the 4-power allows you to do that, but you're a fixed 4-power. Since the last few years, I've really gotten into powered optics. And most presumably the 1 to 6 power range I feel is a wonderful area for the AR platform rifle. And I really used it a lot the last time I was overseas. And it allowed me to go down to a 1 power on the low end and use it more for, as I was patrolling, quick, shots, fighting, things like that. But it also allowed me to go to 6 power to better target ID and see targets better at distance. So with me today is Jason from Lucid Optics, and he's got 2 offerings that specifically fit those 2 things that I've talked about in the AR market. So Jason, tell us a little bit about what you got out here.
Sure. The first one you got in your hands is our P7. Now that one is like you were talking about, it's a 4X magnified combat optic. It's a cast aluminum frame, chemical rubber armor, the mount's built into it. The turrets are half MOA adjustable. The reticle is available to be lit if you run the AA battery in it, but you don't need it. The reticle is glass etched. The reticles are P7. It's an MOA measuring tape, which allows you to take a shot out past your zero just with a little more confidence in it. Rugged, really durable, value-driven price point, combat optic.
So specifically about that reticle, what I really like is because it's broken down in a measurement. It's not a BDC reticle where, so often a lot of the optics that get put on these things is like, hey, just hold here and you're going to be close. Well, the difference between an actual reticle like that is it gives you an aiming point for that distance, which is a big advantage.
Correct.
And you got a 1 to 6 offering as well.
We do. New for us to the line is our 1 to 6. Again, we overbuilt the durability into it. The turrets are metered in again, a half MOA adjustment in lift, lock, press down to adjust. Turrets, the magnification range on this one is a 1 to 6. Optically, 1 means none. So you can run it with both eyes open without getting seasick. Roll it out to 6 with the quick cattail lever there, and now you can take a shot that's out past your zero with a lot more confidence. Again, this one has a P7 reticle in it, which, again, some MOA measuring tape. You can take that shot with a lot more confidence.
Sure. And so with that type of a reticle, you don't have to have it on an AR in a 5.56 or a 300 blackout or a 308. Correct. You can do it in anything. As long as you know your data and what your hold points are, then you're able to take all of those targets and hold very precisely on that target. So, there's a lot of good advantages too. And you've got a lighted reticle that's pretty unique on this one too, to where it's not your traditional colors. And there's reasons for that you guys have developed. And so just to know that when you roll down to 1 power, you can turn your lighted reticle on and you can run a 1 to 6 optic like a red dot. It's very quick, a lot of agile shooting techniques you can do with it. And then you roll it over to 6 power and it allows you to see those farther targets better, to better discriminate between targets, or even if it's just 100 yards or 50 yards, it allows you that extra amount of visual acuity on target to place your shots exactly where you want to. And so me personally, and a lot of the market has gone to a variable powered scope in the 1 to something range. And I think it's wonderful. It's definitely an advantage that you would need on your rifle for a combat optic. So check them out on the website. And until next time, you guys hunt the wolf and protect the flock.